Ooh. Now, interestingly, this particular chapter of Fab Facts is chapter 14.
Okay, why is that interesting?
Well, it's not interesting at all.
Oh.
It, in fact, covers a period around the end of Space 1999.
Interesting.
Which I know is one of your favourite periods of all things Anderson.
Yes.
And the Fab Fact reads as follows. Shortly after production concluded on Space 1999, along came a little movie that revolutionised the art of movie making, something called Star Wars. I'm not sure if you've heard of it.
I think I remember that, yeah. I think I do vaguely remember it.
A few people have probably seen something to do with it. Anyway, as well as featuring many actors who had appeared in Space 1999, since they've both been filmed at Pinewood Studios, the film was inspired by the visual look of Space 1999 as well. George Lucas, some bearded chap who did something with Star Wars, I don't know.
He did quite well out of it, didn't he, as well?
I think he probably did, yeah. He'd actually wanted to use the special effects lead from Space 1999, Brian Johnson, to oversee the effects on Star Wars.
Great.
But at the time, Brian was busy on the second series of Space 1999, and so Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, took the job. However, George Lucas rejected the original ILM design for the Millenium Falcon because it looked so much like the Space 1999 Eagle.
Did it?
Yes, and there are images online. Right. So they went back to the drawing board and came up with the iconic circular design for the Falcon that we all know and love today.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what happened to the original Falcon model, though, and what it looked like, you don't have to search very hard because it does actually appear at the start of the film as Princess Leia's blockade runner, the Tantive 4. Or is it Tantive 4? I don't know.
I see.
Yeah. Among the cosmetic changes made to it from the original were the replacement of the ship's forward section. In the final film, it has a sort of hammerhead shape, whereas in the original, it has a round cockpit section like appeared on the final version of the Falcon. It was the insect-like cockpit section that Lucas felt most strongly compared to the Space 1999 Eagle.
Yeah.
Although it probably would have helped to differentiate them if they weren't both named after birds.
Oh. Okay. Now, yes, true.
It's interesting. I mean, I was thinking, 1999 Eagle, well, you add 2000, that's a millennium, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, yes, you're right, yes.
Eagle, Falcon.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any link in the name. Probably not, but it's a nice thought.
Or you've just got too much time on your hands.
That's impossible.
That's what you've been thinking
That's
about.
impossible.
Yeah.
Now, I know that George Lucas also did a tour of the effects stage for Space 1999 when they were working out how they were going to do Star Wars. So I guess that's when he was talking to Brian Johnson and looking at the techniques they were using. So
Crikey.
A lot of the ways they did things in Star Wars were derived from or inspired by Space 1999 anyway.
Wow.
But in this case, it became the sort of anti-cookie cutter for the design of the Millennium Falcon. And I'm quite glad it did, actually, because it's a very cool, asymmetric-ish design.
Oh, yeah. I used to make it out of pizza cartons when I was younger.
Nice.
Make my own models. Yeah, beautiful. Now, do you think, was that Brian Johnson's I almost signed the Beatles moment? Do you think he might have looked back on that and thought,
well, no, because
he
did go on to the second film, didn't he? I think he was the special effects director there. And did he get an Oscar for it? I feel like he might have done.
Okay, great.
So it did work out. I mean, Brian was doing some pretty cool stuff. 2001: A Space Odyssey, Star Wars film. I mean, he did all right in his time.
That's true. Yeah.
But there you go.
Fair enough.
Very cool that, Space 1999 influenced and sort of anti-influenced Star Wars in many different ways.
Yes, I like that. Well done.
Good. Well, thank you for that. On that note, I think that brings us very neatly to the end of this week's
Falcon Fact!